Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome, I'm Lisette. And guys, today we're going to do 10 things that I learned from my diamond painting stash detox. Are you ready guys? Okay, here is number 1. Okay, the most important one, FOMO. FOMO is real, the fear of missing out. My diamond painting stash detox took me 28 months to finish. And the first few months, guys, the FOMO was horrible. Every time I saw new diamond paintings coming out, I was like, oh, I want to get those. And I was so afraid that it would be limited editions. And most of them were. And now that I'm 28 months further along, a lot of them have gone. And it did get better about halfway through. I was like, okay, there are so many new diamond paintings coming out. Let the FOMO go. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But then, when I neared the end, because I knew that I could almost start buying new ones again, then I kept checking my wish list and I saw, oh, those are getting out of stock, or they just disappeared from my wish list. And that just meant that they were being archived. So I was like, oh no. So yeah, it's never going to go away. It's just something that unfortunately you're going to need to learn to live with. It's never going to be fun, but it's not going to go away. It's going to decrease a little bit, but it's going nowhere. It's staying. Okay, second thing I've learned. The no buy is the hardest part. It is. It's not fun because of course you want to buy new diamond paintings. That is a large part of this hobby. It doesn't help that things have changed quite a bit since I started my detox. When I started, well, 2 years ago in 2021, the market wasn't quite as insane as it is right now. But I'll get into that with point 3. So the no buy is the hardest part. The working through your stash is actually kind of nice because you get, once you see them again, well, you didn't buy them for no reason. So working on them actually is kind of fun. But the no buy is horrible. I prefer, personally, I prefer a low buy. I think that in the long run, that works. No buy is just, well, torture of a sort. Okay, third thing I learned. Time. We underestimate time. All the diamond painters do. No, you're not an exception. Really, you're not. Because, well, we see something like this and we're like, oh, that's nice. Yeah, that might take a couple of months. But even still, when you're ordering a large diamond painting, you're like, okay, the larger ones. And then, I mean, like the landscape ones that are 93 by 70 or 80 by 60. And we just like the image so much that we're like, okay, it'll be doable. But guys, a canvas like that takes a month at least, probably 2. And you probably have more than 10 of them in your stash. Well, do the math. I really hadn't thought about how long it would actually take me to do my entire stash. So I started pretty naive. 28 months. 28 months it took me to work through a stash that I managed to build in 1 year of buying. 52 diamond paintings. Yeah. So time, it takes so much longer. And the buying is the easy part. The actually working on them, that's the hardest part. Okay. Fourth point. Okay, this is quite an important part for those of you who have large stashes and you're like, okay, but I like the image. And no, I know that even 10 years from now, I still like the image. Yes, the image will be nice. The quality, because you're getting used to the working on the updated kits. I haven't worked on one of the newer Diamond Art Club diamond paintings. Since I bought last, not only have they upgraded the toolkits, for instance, I have never had one of those soft yellow ones with the washi tape and the cover minders. So then you get an idea of how old my kits are. But the company keep upgrading their kits, and I think it's a good thing. So the craft is evolving. You're going to be annoyed working on the older kits. I even got annoyed at working at the older kits. Older DAC kits, like for instance, Adeline, I'll get her. Well, I don't know if you followed my Stash Detox, but I worked on this beauty. Adeline. It's really a beautiful piece. Michael Diamond Art Club. The 310s in this kit were horrible. It's just an older kit. It's still lovely, but to work on it was quite annoying. So even though the image is lovely, the process of working on it wasn't that enjoyable. So that's a reason not to get your stash too large or too old, because it's just going to disappoint you. When I started my detox, there were still a lot of company who did double-sided adhesive. Now you don't see those anymore, only with a couple of companies. The quality of the drills change, the quality of the canvas itself, the quality of the cover paper. Now they have perforated cover paper at Diamond Art Club, and even the first batch, I think they're going to upgrade or change things. So the market's going really quickly, and I think you'll be disappointed in years to come if you still have those old kits. As I said, it took me 28 months, and if you see the changes in the market, it's insane, and I can't wait to try it out myself, but it's insane. Okay, fifth thing I learned. Your personal style changes. I like to do a lot of portraits. I still like to do a lot of portraits, but I had like only one landscape in my entire stash, and I'm like, okay, I wish I had more landscapes in my stash. So even though you like the things that you buy now, in a couple of years you might feel totally different. You might be in a totally different phase. So as you diamond paint, your style might change. You might like squares now and prefer rounds later. If you're building your stash quickly, and if you're building a large stash, just know that your style preference might change. Okay. The sixth thing I learned. The market changes so quickly. I already got into that when I talked about the outdated stash. But when I started my Stash Detox, there were Dreamer Designs, Diamond Art Club, and a couple, I think you could put them on two hands, of small shops. Now, 28 months later, there are so many diamond painting companies, small companies. The amount of diamond paintings that are being released every week are upped. It's insane how many new diamond paintings are coming out each and every single month Also, AI has entered the scene, artificial intelligence art, um, uh, even with the big companies. That's an evolution. There's a lot of controversy around it. I'm not going to get into that in here, but it is a huge new development in the last couple of years, and I don't know where this is going, but that's it's insane to see what has happened in such a small time. And because I wasn't able to buy anything, I think I paid more attention to the changes. A lot of dark art is entered the scene. All the Marvel art, everything, all those things came by. I don't know what's coming. So these last 4 points are more regarding what I learned going forward, going to the way I'm going to rebuild my smaller stash from now on. Okay, so this is point number 6. Variety. Variety is key. Pay attention to the way you're building up your stash. Make sure there's a little bit of everything. Well, maybe not everything, but things that you're interested in. So for me, it's like portraits and a couple of landscapes, a couple of squares, a couple of rounds, some seasonal diamond paintings. In my entire Stash Detox, I didn't have one Christmas diamond painting. Just never even crossed my mind. So variety is the way to keep your stash interesting. And also, you have always something different to choose from. Point number 7, don't compare. Don't do it. Don't do it. We all do it. Yes, we all do it. Don't compare your stash to other stashes. Don't compare the time you spend on diamond painting to other diamond painters. You don't know the particular situation of the person you're watching. For instance, I'm a seasonal worker, so during the summer months I have less time. In the winter, I sometimes can spend an entire day on diamond painting if I wish to do so. Also depends on your time that you're willing to spend on it. And also, regarding your stash, it's not only about how you feel about large stashes or smaller stashes, because personally I don't feel comfortable having a large stash. I know that now, but maybe you're like, okay, I love having 500 diamond paintings to choose from. That's great as well. To each his own. No shaming. Everyone does what they do. But it's really difficult not to, you always compare yourself a little bit. It's like, okay, well, at least I don't have as many as blank. Or, well, she has very small, works on small diamond paints, so she didn't finish a lot of, it's not a competition, guys. We can just all do what we do. So don't compare. Okay, secretly maybe, okay. But doesn't work, doesn't help. I'm trying not to do it. Learning. Okay. So if you're like me and you don't want to get trapped in buying too many diamond paintings, once again, so this is what I'm doing going forward. So important. Track. So easy, but we don't do it. We've got them all over the house. We buy left and right. Maybe we'll write them down in our notebook or in GemsFlow. But what I mean by tracking is tracking your spending. Yeah, it's not fun, but it's the only way to just keep yourself in check. Like, what am I actually doing here? Why am I buying another one? do I really, it just makes you stop. So track your diamond paintings and your spending. So that's what I'm going to do from now on, because last time I did that after 1 year of diamond painting and I was shocked and I said, okay, stop. I'm going to work through my stash first. So in order to avoid that happening ever again, I'm going to start by tracking. Sounds easy, but it's not fun, so I don't want to do it. But I'm going to. Okay, last thing I learned, and that's the most important thing I learned, and I'm going to take with me forever and ever, and from now on my channel as well, and that's accountability. It's the only way, it's the only thing that works if you're anything like me and you're just loving all the pretty things. And yeah, the only way that I was able to do this detox and finish it is because of you guys. You kept supporting me and kept watching my videos. I was like, okay, I can't let anyone down. I just need to finish this. I need to do it. I need to show them that I can. And accountability works. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. That's why, one of the reasons, but why I'll continue on YouTube and keep making videos. And regarding this stash detox, the most important thing I learned was accountability is key. So that's why I'm starting a new series, which is called Stash Count Sundays, where I'll be honest and I'll just tell you what I bought and how much I spent. And I've got a system to keep my stash at a 24 diamond painting max. Why 24? 24 for me, I think, is about a 1 year's stash. So if I really put my mind to it, I can work through 24 diamond paintings in about a year, 2 per month. Yeah. So I'm allowing myself a stash of 24, but that's it. Will I be able to do that? Yes. With you watching along, I think I can do that. Right, guys, these are my 10 things, most important things that I learned in the last 28 months. What was your biggest takeaway from this video or from my stash detox? Was it helpful for you? Are you surprised by the things that I learned? Do you agree with them or disagree? There's room for everybody, guys. No judging. I'm just telling you my story. You do you, I do me. There's enough room for everybody. I just wanted to share this with those of you who hopefully may be interested in my reflections. Okay, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you give me a thumbs up on your way out, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.